Hello, wonderful people, and welcome back to Coffee Over Apples. My name's Steph, and this is my drawing review for Heartstopper by Alice Oseman.
It could change the world.
So before we get started talking about the book, I just want to mention that I did read this online as a webtoon, so it is free if you have the Webtoons app. It is also sold as 3-volume graphic novels, and there are a few trigger warnings that you should know before going into this book. It does talk about bullying, it does talk about eating disorders, it does talk about underage drinking, and so just be aware of that before you start reading this graphic novel. But I read this as part of the challenge for my reading my queer lit for the first time vlogging video, and I ended up giving all 3 of the volumes of this graphic novel 5 stars, and that was completely unexpected. I was elated by how wonderful these graphic novels were and how sweet they were and how many various subjects that they touched on in such a short amount of time. It was just so wholesome, and it's actually a very great example of solid and healthy relationships and how to talk to your significant other on various different subjects. And so the first thing I want to point on is that something I really enjoyed, and this is not going to be a spoiler because the entire series is about the main couple, and that is Charlie and Nick. So Charlie was originally bullied in school for being gay or being openly gay, and he ends up befriending Nick. Nick actually, through his relationship with Charlie, ends up discovering that he himself is bisexual. As you can see, I have an assistant who is just so eager to help me draw, so let's just wait until she's been given a task to do, and then we can continue. And something I genuinely enjoyed about their relationship is that whenever Nick was unsure of something or unsure of how to handle a certain situation, he asked for help. So when he felt comfortable, he would ask someone close to him for their advice. But when he was unsure, he sometimes Googled it. So when someone he cared about was having an eating disorder, he Googled what are eating disorders, what is an eating disorder, what does that look like? And just the action of showing him taking the initiative to find out what is the best way to deal with a difficult conversation that you are unfamiliar with the topic, especially for someone that is dear to you, I thought was just so sweet. And I think the action of coming out and asking for help when you need it was just a perfect example of what we can do. And then also throughout the book, we have various characters who are from various backgrounds, from various ethnicities, who have various identities, and it was just so beautiful to see these different people having these different kinds of relationships and treating them like they're normal. Just the action of being treated normal was so sweet in and of itself. Like, okay, so you guys are gay, what's the big deal? And it doesn't have to be a major scene. There didn't have to be any kind of drama. It's just that level of acceptance was so beautiful and wondrous to behold. They also had a lot of adults in the book, whether that be teachers or family members or whoever it was, talking about their experiences coming out and also sharing their knowledge with the kids. And I thought that was just so beautiful, that there is no right time for someone to come out. It is whenever that person is ready, and that whenever they were ready, that there was someone there who was willing to accept them and tell them, like, hey, you are okay, I love you for the way that you are. And that was just so beautiful. I did cry once during this book, and that is when the parents were so accepting, because the kids were so nervous about coming out to their parents, but the amount of love that their parents showed them was just so beautiful, in my opinion. It also has a little bit of talking about being a bystander to bullying. So just be aware of that as well. That support and communication are the key to lasting relationships. I feel like that was an ongoing part of this series. The series is not over yet. There's supposed to be a fourth book, I believe, coming out either end of 2020 or beginning of 2021. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm really looking forward to it. There was one part of it that I wasn't a big fan of, and that was the section when it talked about the underage drinking. I know that in a way it was addressed by the character getting sick and showing that this is not okay. They were on a trip and the teachers told them, hey guys, do not drink the alcohol that's in the fridge. If you use it, you know, we will find out and it's not okay. The kids proceeded to do it anyway, and the teachers didn't really reprimand them for that, and they just kind of covered for them. And I did not think that that was okay in any way whatsoever. Like, if one of my students ended up drinking and getting sick for it, that would be something that needs to be addressed. It is not okay to drink underage, and it is not okay to cover for the kids by any means. If Alice Oseman was going to keep that section within the book, I would have hoped that she would have addressed the underage drinking part a little bit more thoroughly, but that's the only qualm that I have with this series. I cannot wait to see where this goes any further. I know that this is very hyped online, and rightfully so. It was very sweet. Some people don't like the drawing style, but I thought it was simple and it was effective. And I went a little bit bigger here because I wanted to draw a full cover. I thought it would be really nice to try doing a little bit of a bigger illustration this time. However, I don't know if this worked so well for me. I kind of enjoy doing my smaller bookmark size illustrations for my videos, just because I'm able to get more detailed in a drawing in a smaller size in a shorter amount of time. I tried to get as detailed as I could here, but it would have taken a really long time, so I'd rather give you more quality than quantity. My assistant decided to come back and help me a second time, so I'll just let you guys enjoy the rest of this video and watch her try to assist me. There's about a little over a minute left in the drawing portion of this video, so I really hope that you enjoy it. Alright guys, if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. My social links are in the description below, and I'll see you next time. Bye!